virtual remote hear us? You can.
Okay. All right.
Now.
Good. There we go. Mr. Toole is speaking. Mr. Brown, test your mic.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. And Councilwoman Hoffmann.
Yes, I'm here.
And you're a private citizen now.
I am.
Thank you for your past service on the Greensboro City Council. Mr. Hughes
Here.
is here in person. Is Commissioner Johnson. Also here in person, Mr. Stith
Here.
and Treasurer Briner.
Here.
All right, full house. Everyone's here. So we have a quorum. Our meeting, I want to recite the members of staff here today. Denise Canada, LGC Secretary, Jennifer Wimmer, Director of Debt Management, Kendra Boyle, Director of Fiscal Management, and Lindy and MJ, our crack team on the AV. The meeting is being recorded and will be available to the public pursuant to the department's recording of public meetings policy. I will remind everyone to please identify yourself when speaking. And if you are virtual, please mute yourself if you are not speaking. Changes to the agenda will be announced, if any, during the meeting, and all votes will be taken by roll call. And without objection, we consider your motion and the second to be a yes, unless during the roll call vote you want to change that. Just a reminder to our guests in the room, the microphones are sensitive, and if you need to have a conversation here, please take it to the lobby, and that will do it. Thank you.
All right, thanks so much. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and salute to the flag of North Carolina. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of North Carolina and pledge to hold North State, love, loyalty, and faith.
Thank you. Let's take a minute to review the conflict of interest statement. Members, please take a moment to review the agenda. Commission members are reminded of your duty to avoid conflicts of interest. Does any member have an actual or potential conflict of interest with respect to any matter on the agenda? Hearing none. All right. Thank you. Next item of business is reviewing the minutes from the December 2nd, 2025 meeting. These were included in your packet. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Move approval of the minutes.
Second.
Mr. Stith, Mr. Wooten. Cindy, will you call the roll?
Yep, December 2nd minutes, motion Stith, second by Wooten. Mr. Toole?
Yes.
Thank you. Auditor Boliek?
Aye.
Thank you. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffmann? It's an aye. Mr. Hughes?
Aye.
Commissioner Johnson? Aye. And Treasurer Briner?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries.
All right, thanks so much. Moving on to the consent agenda, as Treasurer Brad mentioned, a very small consent agenda for everyone. So members, hope you liked not having very much homework for this meeting. We just have a few items. I'll turn it over to Jennifer to review the items and then to Kendra for any financial concerns.
Thank you, Denise. As has been mentioned now for the third time, the consent agenda is short. There is a reason for that. It is not due to the fact that there is nothing going on in local government, but the change in the audit due dates. If any long-term members remember the November agenda and December agendas were quite light because of the due date of October 31st. So the new audit for the fiscal year is what is the determining factor of the consent agenda items this month. So there are definitely a lot more local government issues going on for financing. They're just waiting for specific information to be put on the consent agenda for subsequent months. So that said, Raleigh is on the consent agenda for revenue bond anticipation notes. This is for their combined enterprise system dealing with water, wastewater, and sewer upgrades. This short-term bond anticipation note will be the initial funding and be taken out with long-term debt at the time that they've expended down those funds. The second item was recently approved about an hour ago for the North Carolina Capital Facility Finance Agency. This is Woodlawn School. It is a private school looking to issue conduit revenue bonds for the completion or the building and completion of the 10th building on their campus. It is in Mooresville in Iredell County. Again, it was approved at the agency meeting about an hour ago. And that is the consent agenda of those meeting votes.
Kendra, do you have anything you need to discuss on any of those items?
No.
Okay. All right, thanks so much. I'm looking for a motion on the consent agenda, and then we'll discuss their, any questions from the members.
Move approval. Second.
Secretary Wooten and Smith. All right, any questions for Jennifer or any discussion about any of these items? Either of these items? All right, quick and easy. Cindy, will you call the roll on this
Yeah,
one?
hearing none. Consent is Raleigh and the agency matter for Woodlawn School, Wooten and Stith. Mr. Toole?
Aye.
Thank you. Auditor Boliek?
Aye.
Thank you. Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Thank you. Ms. Hoffmann?
Aye.
Mr. Hughes?
Aye.
Commissioner Johnson?
Aye.
And Treasurer Briner?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Motion carries.
Thanks so much. Next item on the agenda, hopefully you're getting used to hearing these, is a consent agenda non-action item. An update for you about Town of Monroe refunding. Jennifer?
Yes. So the city of Monroe went ahead and closed their refunding for savings. It generated a 4.29% savings for them of $484,363. So again, with the blanket resolution last year of standalone refundings, we are keeping track of all of the refundings, but did want to, as they are happening, bring them to your attention and show what the savings are doing for a timely refunding for these units.
Any questions about that? Again, not a vote, but just... All right. Hearing none, let's hear about the one UAL unit that you have before you on the agenda. It is for emergency vehicles for the town of Roxborough. Turn it over to Jennifer and then Kendra.
So the city of Roxborough, again, because they are on the unit assistance list, they have the extra requirement of having vehicles approved by the LGC. So they are coming and asking for an installment financing contract for $922,000 to finance 5 police vehicles, a fire truck, a garbage truck, and an asphalt roller. So it is, I think, yes, all done with Truist Bank and a 4.18% 5-year fixed rate. But for the financial performance indicators of concern and general fiscal overview, I'll hand it over to Kendra.
Thank you. So Roxborough has been on the unit assistance list since 2015, and this has mainly been due to challenges in their water and sewer fund, some in their general fund. The water and sewer fund has experienced some significant losses in the last few years, and this is attributed to a issue with the design deficiencies in a project they had in their water and sewer fund. There was a lawsuit and then subsequently a settlement related to this project. And with the settlement and the repairs that were made in the the project. We believe that there will be significant improvement in their water and sewer fund, and they'll be covering their operating losses going forward. Also, in response, they had increased their billing rates in their water and sewer fund. So those combined, we feel like is going to provide some significant improvement in the financial condition of that fund. As well, in the general fund, they had issues with fund balance available as a percentage of expenditures being below the threshold. In response to recognizing that they need to increase their fund balance, when they had their 2025 revaluation done, they had the opportunity to significantly decrease their property tax rate to the revenue neutral rate, and they chose to take it 5 cents above revenue neutral rate so that they could increase and fund their fund balance. So with this debt request that's coming before you, even with that, it is projected they would still have an increase in fund balance. So that combined with our coach team's interactions with the unit and their firsthand experience with the proactive approach that the finance officer and town manager have at the unit and trying to improve financial condition led us to feel confident bringing this request forward to you today.
Motion to approve, Secretary Campbell.
Second.
Thank you so much. A motion and a second. Any questions or discussion from members?
More curiosity.
Secretary Wooten.
Go ahead.
Treasurer
Sorry.
Briner.
No, I was just going to ask with the settlement, what you told us, Kendra, would you say that they are closer to being moved off the list now? And that this will impede them from getting closer to coming on?
Yeah, they definitely have the opportunity, once we see results of fiscal year 26 of coming off the list. One of the things that scored them very high in the last fiscal year was their unrestricted cash was down to 0, really. And so this settlement will help improve that, assuming that it's managed financially.
Thank you.
Related question. The $2.8 million is about 50% of water and sewer revenue annually, it seems.
I'm sorry, say again?
The $2.8 million settlement, that's about 50% of annual water and sewer revenue. So the water and sewer fund balance has got to be extraordinary now.
Right.
Anything else? Any other questions? Anyone on?
Do they have a policy with regard to minimum fund balance?
That I don't know. We might have their finance officer on the line.
We have Brooks Lockhart, the city manager. I showed that he's online if you'd like to unmute himself.
Brooks, are you there? Okay, so I can find out for you though. I can
We
absolutely
can follow up with you.
let you follow up with you and let you know.
Any other questions or discussion on Roxborough? And let's call for the Roxborough manager. Brooks, are you there and able to unmute to answer the question? All right, let's move on. Cindy, will you call the roll?
Okay. For Roxborough's request, motion Johnson, second Stith. Mr. Toole.
Aye.
Thank you. Auditor Boliek.
Yes.
Thank you. Secretary Wooten.
Aye.
Thank you. Mr. Brown.
Aye.
Sir. Ms. Hoffmann.
Aye.
Mr. Hughes.
Aye.
And Treasurer Briner.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries.
All right, thank you so much. Members, any other business concerns, questions? I have a few updates for you, but first I'll open the floor to all of you. Any members joining us remotely have anything? All right, I have 2 quick updates for you. As Secretary Wooten knows, we just recently took a unit off of sales tax withholding for having the audit be late. So congratulations to the town of Kelford. We've notified them and happy to see them get the audit in. That was for the most recent round of sales tax withholding that you did. So that was for the fiscal that you did in fiscal 25. So we still have 4 units from the prior year, and I believe that takes us down to 12. So I hope to see more coming in, and we will keep you posted. on those. And the second thing I wanted to let you know about is you'll recall earlier in the fall, we discussed several times about the with Salem schools, Forsyth County schools, and hiring an outside review of the unit's internal controls. And you'll remember that the State Board of Education, along with partnership from our staff, did that. They hired the firm of Malden Jenkins that has submitted their final report to DPI. Just came in as of about a week ago, less than a week ago, or received it less than a week ago. So I think my question for you is whether you would like us to try to have the firm in to give you an update on that, or is it good enough for this body, or are you satisfied with this body knowing that a professional firm was contracted and is reporting back to DPI? It can go either way. You don't have a statutory obligation other than what you have met your statutory obligation. Let me say that. But certainly happy to bring them in if you want to review it. I'm sure Auditor Boliek has already read it, but it was certainly mixed. As that Malden Jenkins reported several good things that are in place and changes that have happened, and by and large, a lot of positive improvements, and then pointed out some areas that still need to be addressed. And by and large, the school system's response on all the items was agree, we're working on it, agree, yep, you're right. So.
Secretary, I'd like to read that if you don't mind.
Sure.
I don't necessarily need to. I'm sure something will show up that will help somewhere else down the line.
Okay. How about we send it as a follow-up to all of you, and then if you decide that there's enough in there that you want us to reach out to Malden and Jenkins, you can let us know. All right, hearing nothing else, just a reminder that our next meeting will be February 3rd, and otherwise looking for a motion to adjourn.
To adjourn.
Second.
All right, motion and a second. I think we can take a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
That's good.